Hi, James from Vintage Bricks. Welcome to my downstairs Lego lair. And look what we did. I have completed, like many of you have, the new Eldorado Fortress. And I've spread it out here in its glory to make this wonderful dock. And it was inspired, of course, by the classic Eldorado Fortress, the 1989. So this set here was the Lego designers had to create something to go to start pirate soldier theme, and the inspiration that must have taken place to develop something that was easy to put together, that could be used with the pieces of the day, and they created something that's an aesthetic, really is an aesthetic beauty. One of the best uses of this raised base plates, which was new to them, and to design something brand new is so creative. And things that we see in this set are still used today. The minifigures, these are still iconic. They've been updated a little bit, but they're still the same idea. Now the new set, the color theme, when they're updating and recreating that for the new generation of builders, is really similar, enough so that it really does bring back that nostalgic feeling of the old set. They're two separate builds. This took me about 8-10 hours. I was watching Jaws 1, Jaws 2, Jaws 1 much better. Some John Wayne movies, the movie Stagecoach from 1939. That's a winner, black and white. Anyway, I would say this set's a great set for any builder to have because it's an interesting build. You're very satisfied at the end. If you're a vintage collector, you can't go wrong getting this. You need this for your castle pirate selection. Buying this set is more expensive than buying the new set, so that there's that. So save up for that for your Christmas presents, I suppose. Now, I am going to try to do something and put this back together. One of the great things that the new Lego developers did, they had to figure out, how do I take this iconic set and do something unique with it that's kind of their own mark? And one of them was to make it this modular thing where I can take things apart and put it together different ways. And they home run with that. In doing so, they made the base plate, they turned it into modules. Aesthetically, because I am nostalgic, to me this is, is aesthetically perfection. This, however, is a gorgeous set for a new set, and I'm going to use this dock soon. I love the way this dock comes together. Okay, so this is the middle section here. It has, you can look, got the seaweed underneath here, nice table. Those kind of details just didn't exist in the initial set. Here, it even has trap door, which I won't show you right now. And I'll put this in the middle here. We'll see if I can do this. Okay, got this. Now, this back part here comes undone. You can see the little clips, and this goes behind where the admiral, which maybe he's still the governor or not. Used to be called Governor Broadside, so maybe it's his uncle or something now. Put that in the back here. This set comes with 3 cannons. This set with 2 small thing. They did keep the detail pieces the same, which is great. Same flag. Similar cannons, of course, the minifigures similar. Some of the things you miss, of course, because of the nostalgic part, is the printed pieces, which are so beautiful. But they created the detail pieces here with the windows and doors. Have doors make more sense in size and more detail. Anyway, back by putting it together. Now, this is the crane and the prison cell. Prison cell is pretty cool. They got special secret hideout or escape thing there that Lego's been advertising a whole lot, so I don't know how secret that is anymore. But okay, this kind of snaps in over here. Let's see if I can do this without anything breaking or falling apart. I'm going to rotate this here a little bit to do this. I'm hearing snapping, so that's good. So let me rotate both of these, and you'll get a sense of how these both look side by side. Again, this is the classic view here of it. And I think this is the view that Lego was trying to recreate for us in all their photos. Now, if you hang in here and you want to see just how the building techniques have changed a little bit over the years, I tried to, I can't show you 8 hours of building, but I could do this with the Trade Cog. I did it step by step, showed you the directions and speeded that up a little bit. And before that, I did the original Trade Cog from the ship set 6277, the Imperial Trading Post in 1992. That doesn't go with this set, but Lego put it with the new set, so I got this out. And you can see how similar they are. So you look at these building techniques. If you're new to the idea of some of these vintage sets, they'll give you an idea of how they used to build things. Thank you for visiting Vintage Bricks, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. So the idea here is if you don't have some of these vintage sets from 1992, you can see how they used to be made with these very simple pieces. And this trading ship, we're only going through the first 5 steps. They really beefed up the steps, so you can't miss where things go. Here you can pretty easy to make a mistake. Then you go back and try to figure out what you did wrong. To a lot larger pieces too. As we get to the front of the hull here, I'm only on step 8. I've been putting a lot of little pieces on here, very simple pieces. This design of this was pretty awesome, how they have that front part of the bow, I guess we'll call it the bow, how it tilts up, and then our standard sails. And the 3 sails in here are great. This set really fits in nicely with any vintage set because it's scaled, I think, correctly. Some of those sets are huge. Now here's the current trading ship. And it looks really similar, but what's different here is all these little pieces you're putting on here in the 55 steps here. So I'm speeding this up here so we can get through it. It's a pretty satisfying build. It's fun putting all these little pieces on. I lined them up ahead of time, of course, to make it go a little faster. And because of that, the new set here is pretty sturdy. It's a solid little thing. It weighs about twice as much as the 1992 set. And a lot more little detail here. This one actually has a steering wheel. Okay, I'm sure you don't call that on a ship, but it has the you can steer the rudder. I mean, that's a better way to describe it. And again, the colors are really being true to the old vintage set. I'm really speeding up here so we can power our way through here. They have again a little more modern build in the front, but the same tilt. And then the sails look awesome. Really replicates the other set really nicely. Here they too are. Hey, thank you for visiting Vintage Bricks, and again, please subscribe and come again soon. Bye.